All right, in this video, I want to talk to you about what we call the Triad of Awareness. Now, a lot of people talk about situational awareness and being aware, but what we find when we train people is that situational awareness is something that can go away very quickly as soon as you start getting fixated on someone or start dealing with one situation, and especially if you end up on the ground fighting or anything like that, your situational awareness of what's going on around you pretty much goes away, which is a serious risk and a serious increase of the chance that something bad's going to happen to you. So, this triad of awareness, let's talk about this for a second. There's actually three things we need to be aware of at all times. The first thing we need to be aware of is ourself. Now, self-awareness is something that in our world and in society and everything else, there's a lot of people who just aren't self-aware. But that doesn't just apply to citizens or just people on the street. That applies to professionals as well. Now, being self-aware is things like when you come onto a scene, are you looking aggressive? Are you acting aggressive? Do you have an attitude? Have you had a bad day? Do you have a resting pissed off face? Are you rubbing people the wrong way? Are you looking to hurt someone? Are you looking to dominate someone? What is the vibe you're putting off? Or are you coming in to say, hey, what's going on? I'm here to help. I want to talk this down. Let's talk about this. Let's work through this. What's going on? I understand you're upset. Are you aware of the vibe that you're putting off? Because a lot of what we encounter in this world, especially the reactions we get from other people, is partially what we're putting out. And a lot of people aren't aware of what they're putting out. They're not aware of what they look like, how they're carrying themselves, where they are, what they're doing, what they look like when they're doing it. And so self-awareness is the very first thing that we want to teach people. Are you aware of the vibe you're putting off? Are you aware of what you're bringing to the mix when you show up? So that's the first thing. The second thing is situational awareness, because situational awareness is being aware of all the other people and all the other dynamics and all the other things that are going on around you at a scene, at a location, wherever you are at any given time. Situational awareness is what all the other people are doing. And is there anything going on that's a risk to me? Is there anything going on that's a threat to me? Is there anything that's going to lead to a potential crisis? And am I able to be aware of all that while I'm also being aware of myself and doing my job, what I'm actually there for? I'm not just there as a bystander. I'm there to actually do something. So I'm there to do something. I'm aware of what I'm doing and how I'm presenting myself, and I'm also aware of what's going on around me. So situational awareness is that awareness of what's going on around you. Now, the third thing is spatial awareness. Spatial awareness is, where am I in proximity to things like the exit, my vehicle, my partners, anything else that I need to be concerned about? Where am I in proximity to things? I need to be spatially aware. Am I backing myself into a corner? Am I in a tight space? Am I in somewhere that's a dead end? I'm not sure where this goes. That's being spatially aware. So these things about awareness. It's not just this coined phrase, situational awareness, because I can tell you when we do drills, I run drills with every department we train. And I can tell you that everyone tells me they're situationally aware until we do a drill where they have to do something and deal with somebody. And then when I test their situational awareness, they fail almost every single time. I've only had one person, one or two people maybe in the course of years of training that have ever passed our first situational awareness drill, which is really just simply paying attention to what's going on around you while you're managing someone else. So back to this triad. The three things that we're managing are self-awareness, situational awareness, and spatial awareness. We have to be aware of those three things at all times. And that's just to be aware. That's not the next level, which we're going to go to next, which is management. The first thing is simply being aware of all these things. So that's something that we're going to teach in our trainings, no matter who we're teaching, no matter whether it's military, law enforcement, professionals, first responders, realtors, civilians. We're going to teach you the triad of awareness.